Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, fuckos! It's Mushmouth.
In the hole! Holy shit!
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
so today, this lovely day, I hope to God that nobody can hear the leaf blower in the background that just fucking started as soon as we started recording.
Why wouldn't it?
Of course. Dumb son of a bitch. Anyway,
Now it's just angry.
yeah,
You're attacking the people listening, attacking the gardeners.
fucking shithead motherfuckers.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, the wonderful debate was last night. Good old the Democratic debate. That 3 hour, just, I don't know what the fuck it was.
I want to call it a
Because,
fuck fest, but that implies to some people that it could have been like a cool thing. And it wasn't. It was just a fest of fuckery.
exactly. It took me, I think, basically 4 or 5 hours or some shit to watch that crap. Just in the middle of nothing, I would just, tune out and then realize, oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention for the last 20 minutes, so I better go back.
Oh, they're speaking.
Yeah. Wait, there was no Spanish there, so I didn't know that the debate was on.
I didn't know he was talking to America, so I tuned out because there was no Spanish.
Yes, the Univision portion of America. Should
Una
watch my
visión.
accents.
Telemundo.
We should watch what accents we do.
Oh, no fucking shit. Can we talk about that bullshit for a second? Just for a second. And then,
Yes.
we can go back to the debates. But I feel like it kind of ties in together because it's just, well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, but just
No, I
the
think we tie it in.
PC-ish culture. Or I know it does, but I'm trying to figure out like why. It's just like this weird like PC. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
What are they calling it now? Oh fuck. God damn it. I saw a tweet calling it something. I don't know. That's a wasted thought right there. But but anyways, all
Okay,
these
so
fucking
yeah.
yeah,
So
all
what?
these fucking cunt twats who just search for anything to just fuck over people's lives for no apparent reason. As soon as something good happens to them.
Yes. That's
So
that's the ultimate hater move. Like once you told me what happened, like
mhm,
like I was just like, okay, so they this person that's probably never heard of this comedian heard
yeah.
that he was going to be on SNL
Uh-huh.
and they were like, "Oh, let me go through these fucking tweets or whatever they did." And it's just like, dude, that's a I mean, because
Yeah,
there
because
was no valor behind. I mean, there was no real reason behind it. Like it wasn't like, oh, like he was accused of, like he got off on murder or fucking rape charges or nothing on that. It's just like a comedian did a podcast 10 years
yeah.
ago, and now he's a
Well, it was
comedian. Why are you listening to it?
granted it was, last year, but still, I mean, who
Oh,
gives a shit?
fight.
Like it like everybody's saying, it was a podcast. He knew he was being recorded. So anyways, yeah, Shane Gillis, who is pretty much, an up and coming comedian. I mean, he's been doing comedy for a while. I don't know a terrible lot about him, but he's on, the Bonfire with uh, Big J and Dan Soder quite often. He fills in a lot. Like if one of them's gone, he opens on the road for them sometimes and stuff. And obviously he does his own shows at clubs or whatever. And so, anyways, he was listed as one of the three people who got hired for the cast on SNL. That's Saturday Night Live for the unwoke crowd.
Oh,
But yeah, And this all happened while I was sleeping. The 4 hours that I slept yesterday, I woke up and was looking at Twitter, and I see, oh, he got this. Congratulations, congratulations, all these things. And then all of a sudden I see this piece of shit, you know, people going off on this journalist who, you know, dug up a podcast from, last year of him doing an Asian accent, and he said chink. I don't fucking know. Might have to blur that or beep that word out. But
And dude, like, not to, like, and I'm just saying, like, who doesn't love a good Asian accent? I'm sure, like,
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's
I
it's
I don't want to say Asian accent. I'll say an Asian stereotypical accent. I
yeah,
think fucking stereotypes are funny. Not to I mean, I don't, and also I want to say, like, I don't know the context of it because I didn't hear what he was talking about or the clip that they're talking about, but it's just like, I guess the precursor of as soon as I heard, like, oh, a journalist, like a comedian is in
a
trouble
yeah, a
for
quote
doing
unquote
something.
journalist. Yes.
Yeah, somebody that has an independent blog. They bought a
Yeah,
blog on WordPress for $120, and now they're calling themselves a blogger. Or, I mean, like, whatever, like, or journalist or whatever. But, like, I don't know if that's the case. I'm just talking shit. But it's just like, as soon as I see some kind of outrage and it's like, oh, this comedian said, as soon as I see
yeah,
that, I stop reading the headline. This comedian
ex-
said, well, he speaks for a living and you shouldn't take it seriously. So I don't care what he said, you know?
exactly.
He
Like
shouldn't be
it.
reprimanded like that.
I mean, how? Not only that, but it's almost like as soon as you read such and such said, or they're in the past they said this, and it's like, okay, like I want
Why are you
someone
bringing up
to
old shit?
find. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I want somebody to find someone who has never in their life said something racy or fucking, I'm gonna say racist. Like, who the fuck hasn't said something that would be taken, as
Racist or
insensitive?
intolerant. Yeah.
And, it's just all a bunch of bullshit. And finding the fact that it was literally like a couple of hours that, this poor guy fucking is on top of the world. And then all of a sudden, fucking,
He
oh,
couldn't even
hey,
enjoy it.
yeah, hey, we're going to bring you down for racism. And it's
For
like,
something
oh, what
hardcore,
the?
yeah.
Yeah, and it just took off like fucking crazy. And of course, all of his fans and everything are, supporting him and that. And then you've got the fucking pussy ass, social justice warriors that jump in. And I made a fucking tweet onto it. He apologized for it,
I
I
saw.
guess.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you do what you got to do or whatever. But
Mm.
and then I sent a tweet, just congratulating him still, anyways, and saying, whatever, you're apologizing to people who aren't your fans or will never be fans of yours or anyone funny. So basically, like, they're not going to accept it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the fucking point? Just worry about, what you've been doing. Obviously, it got you somewhere.
Right.
And, and then I get these fucking response tweets of, what was so funny about this? And, oh, so I guess this kind of comedy, what makes this comedy? And it's like, I'm not going to debate you on what the hell you think's funny. Like, what the fuck do I care what you think's funny? I just
Yeah.
wanted to be able to laugh at the what the fuck I think's funny without your dipshit ass limiting that.
Right.
there's enough bullshit, quote unquote, comedians out there now that spew shit that isn't even close to being funny. It's like, quit fucking with the ones that, other people like. Worry about your own shit.
Yeah, and the girl, didn't you say the girl that responded to you, her title, I don't remember her handle on Twitter, but her title was Ashley. So I'm assuming that's her
Yeah.
name. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that was the one that, said, okay, she responded to me, what's so funny about the word neuters?
Oh
Noodles
my
with an R
god.
instead of an L. And
I
exactly.
didn't
Who
get it.
doesn't
I
want to
didn't
say,
get it. And when I
yeah,
got it, I was like, what word is she talking?
and I mean, the only criticism I have, about that is that the Asian accent works better if you replace, the R, the L's with the R's, but, you know, sometimes you got to put an R where an L goes.
Sometimes you gotta reverse it. You gotta hit him with the Missy Elliott sometimes.
Yeah, and so like she did that, and of course, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not getting into it with these fucking people. And then somebody else commented on her shit, and then that's when I said the thing about I'm not debating you on this bullshit or whatever. But then I go back and I start looking at her.
Well, I don't
At
I
her
don't want to interrupt you. I just want to let everybody know like what a cool motherfucker you sounded like, because I don't feel like you're doing yourself justice. So I'm not
and
trying to
you
undermine
want
you or
me to
anything,
read?
but you were just like fucking like oh, what's so what's so funny about mispronouncing neuters? Okay, and you were just like, okay, well, y'all came to the wrong place, because I'm not here to debate you on what's funny or not.
Yeah. All right,
And
I'll
that was
read.
it. Nor would I find the journalist that you like and like try to cancel his work or something like that. You're like, but you were just like, hey, I'm not here to fight you, idiot. I wasn't even talking to you.
You want me to read the whole thing? I can read
Please.
the
Because I
interactions.
was
All
just
right.
trying to do it on my computer, but it was making the sound fucked up. So I stopped, and my phone's not in here because I'm unprepared. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so on Twitter here, I responded to him. This is an apology to people who will never be a fan of yours or anyone funny due to their jaded views caused by failure. True fans of comedy know what a joke is. Be true to yourself. You didn't get where you are by listening to journalists. Congratulations on your success. Which
Perfect.
then she responded to, what exactly is so funny about neuters, Teft? Question mark, question mark. And
Comma tough. Because it's
yes,
neuters, bitch. That's why it's
yeah.
funny.
I mean, come on. And then someone responded to her, that's what I'm trying to understand. There was nothing remotely funny about slightly mispronouncing a word. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, there
some white
was.
knight fuckhead. I remember. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that guy under her.
hmm And so then I was like, okay, whatever, I'll respond. And I said, you guys came to the wrong place. I'm not going to debate you on what's funny, nor am I going to try to get whatever journalists you like that I don't agree with fired so you can't read their work.
Mm.
Which obviously there's a typo in that one because that's me. I just do typos.
And neither one of them said anything back. Somebody
No.
else commented one more time, but
Oh,
neither
yeah.
one of them said anything back. Because it's
No.
like when you hit them with some kind of logic to where it's like, dude, if you respond to this, you're gonna look like a fucking asshole. Or if
Yeah.
you're right and you believe in your truth, talk to me. I mean, say something back to me. You know what I
hmm
mean?
Well, and see, that's what got me wondering.
Silence.
The fucking, just the absolute silence from them, right? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry. I'm here. I muted my mic so you couldn't hear
Oh,
anything.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
like whenever you're talking, like I just mute my mic, so I'm sorry about that. I should have told
oh,
you I
no
was gonna
problem.
do that beforehand.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
thought I did
23
something.
minutes. No, it was me. It was me this time.
Okay,
We can leave
so
all that in. So fucking what?
yeah,
Who
yeah, who gives a shit? Fuck
gives
'em.
a fuck?
Yeah, you guys get to listen to the gold. But anyways, so like their silence got me like I was like, okay, so what the fuck? They obviously wanted to start some shit, so I was gonna go see who bit the bait, and I was looking at the Ashley quote unquote whatever her fucking name is.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at her replies, and then I found a tweet that she did on a whole nother thread, and
Wait, can I before we start this, can I read out loud what her bio is?
yeah, go ahead.
Her bio is, I generally just use this account to reply to the dumb shit I see on this website. That's the headspace. I just want to set that shit up. So she's just on here to fucking talk shit.
Yep. Supposedly Georgia and her Sunshine and Roses 7. Shout out.
Shout out, girl.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so I found this one tweet and now I don't know if, her Abby is her. It probably isn't, but
Yeah, I don't think
it's a
it
black.
looks like a reality star or something.
Yeah, so who knows what, she probably or it might even be a dude. but
You racist sack of shit. Oh, you mean the picture or the actual person?
the actual person.
Okay. I was like, that's clearly a woman, you fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, those people, the genders kind of. No.
Oh, see, now you're really turning me into a hole. Oh, hey. Oh, hey now. Okay. Fuck.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this guy's response because some guy quote tweeted the Variety Twitter
The article.
article, yeah, and his mastermind tweet was "fuck Shane Gillis." That's all he had to say.
Ooh.
Bad.
Oh, but we should say that it's an Asian guy that is subtweeting this and saying "fuck Shane Gillis" on top of it. I feel like that's important because he's neuters, and that's why I feel like it's pretty important.
Yeah. Wilram Young. Yeah.
You.
Yeah. Anyways.
Why you?
They're gonna take us down fast for this one. So
that's fine.
He said fuck Shane Gillis. And so then a guy responds to him, remember when comedy was about taking risks to be funny? It's a shame comedy in 2019 is criticized by a bunch of soft woke, I'm guessing that's supposed to be
idiots.
Yeah. Idiots who drool waiting for the next thing that will offend them. Maybe that's why SNL went down the shitter. Maybe funny is the chink in the social justice warrior armor. And this Ashley,
Ashley replied.
Yeah, will you play the part of her?
Yes.
Okay.
Which Ashley replied. Now I'm doing it.
Oh, jeez.
This bitch said, "How the fuck is that funny? Are you 12? Are white men really this dumb? What?" That was her tweet.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Like, I guess she's on there too. The reason I wanted to read her bio is because this is what I thought earlier. I was like, she's not on here to have like a sincere discussion. She's not on here to just receive information or anything, which, I mean, that's her fucking prerogative. That's fine. If you want to just, whatever's happening in your real life, you want to log on and just talk some shit, That's what we're doing right now. We're just talking a bunch of shit. So, but it's just like, I I don't know. I don't understand the logic and just like, oh, you don't agree with what I say? You dumb fucking white male, or all of you really
Yeah.
this stupid? It's just like, okay, so
It,
is that supposed to make somebody see your point? You fucking idiot. That's
well,
not
yeah,
how people work.
using her slight racism towards white men to take down a white man who she claims is racist.
Troy, if you if you or anybody or you oh no, that guy, what was his name, Craig or something, like the guy that she was responding to under the Asian guy's tweet,
Mm-hmm.
if he would have been just like, if he would have said anything about a black woman, not even about being
Oh,
dumb, but he's
yeah.
like, are all black women like X, Y, and Z? It would
Mm-hmm.
be a fucking problem. And I'm saying this like, I'm a black woman, but it's also like, I don't like hypocrisy. I don't like
Yeah.
ignorance, or like, I mean, I know, look at me fucking preaching like I know anything.
You
But
ignorant.
it's just like, the girl, you ignorant. But it's just like the complete hypocrisy, and like, I know I'm growing and shit. Like, I know that I'm a fucking hypocrite sometimes too, but it's not with I but I also know for a fact, if I want somebody to agree with, or if I want to just have a healthy discussion with somebody, or if I want somebody to see me, if I want somebody to understand where I'm coming from, I don't insult them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like, hey,
Hey, you
over
stupid
over
motherfucker.
here over here in Texas, the sky is blue. So the sky must be blue fucking everywhere in the United States. And then you're like, well, no, it's a little cloudy here. And I'm just like, okay, well, what are you, 12? Are all white men this dumb? That's not how I get you to listen to what I'm saying. Even though I'm wrong, that's not how I get you to listen to what I'm saying. And I hate people that do this shit. I don't know.
So you
I
so
hate like
basically
just,
what you're saying is if I would respond to that, hey you stupid black bitch, I mean
it would
that
be a
would like
negative response. It wouldn't be a good
oh
one. It would
I
be a
should
negative response from her.
I
Yes.
shouldn't do that then. Delete tweet.
Erase.
But I mean it's just I mean there's even a fucking Twitter moment about it. Like this fucking guy, Shane, like the new SNL hire, Shane Gillis offers apology for a racist remark on podcast. You go down, oh, where is it at? Oh, it's not even on there now. Okay, so his is still up there. His is still up there as a moment, but they had one um for the Bowen. Is it Bowen Yang, the the Asian guy who got hired onto SNL with him, and it says
I have no idea.
congratulations. Yeah, the whole there's another Twitter moment saying congratulations to Bowen Yang for getting hired on to SNL, and there's a picture of like him, the girl who no one has fucking said a word about, and Shane. Like it's a picture of all three of them, and it was just right below the moment for Shane did this and he's racist. Oh, but hey, congratulations to the other guy.
The whole there's I don't understand what this, and I know like this isn't like a fucking revolutionary opinion or anything like that, because I'm sure like a million people have said this, because I know like a lot of people, especially the ones I hang out with, they think it. It's just like, whenever I see something I don't like, which I will say this, like, there's things that like I don't like and I watch, and and like I won't watch it, but it's just like, as an adult, because I'm a fucking adult, I'm not offended. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hurt. I don't feel bullied. I don't feel triggered. I don't any of that shit. I'm an adult. I can handle my fucking emotions. When I see something I don't like, I fucking change the channel and it's literally out of my life forever. I don't listen to it. I don't see it. I don't watch it. That's it. And I just fucking it's out of
Yep.
my fucking mind. So
Exactly.
it's like when it comes to comedy, because I understand like there's a time and a place to like defend some shit, but it's like when it's the world of comedy, for some reason I just like I don't like I think like any kind of cancel culture in the same sentence as comedy, that is the true definition of irony to me. Cause it's like that. Yeah, they're gonna say some crazy shit. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
seriously offended? You're an idiot. You're a dumb person. You're a dumb that shouldn't be listening to it. If you don't get, you can't. They're comedians. I don't know. Okay, now I'm just repeating myself, like, cause I just like, I'm looking
It's
at my
just
phone and
such
I'm
a
going to
stupid
Twitter.
fucking argument.
It's such a dumb concept because I literally just change it. Just block that person on Twitter. Don't watch them on Netflix or whatever, and fucking
Exactly.
live your best life. Who gives a fuck? They're a comedian. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, it's almost like, oh my god, I'm so pissed because now I won't get to watch liberal SNL because they got this racist on here.
Okay, girl,
I'm
get a
gonna have
hobby.
to turn the
Get a job.
channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who the
exactly. I have
fuck
to find
watches
something else
Saturday
to
Night
learn
Live
on.
anyway?
A bunch of fucking assholes. A bunch of fucking the people who watch SNL are the same people. That's the audience who would shame him for saying something stereotypical on the podcast a year ago. Just fucking like I don't know,
And to
humorless
think,
assholes.
all of this was brought on by a guy who found a podcast that none of these fucking people would have ever seen because they're not fans of him to begin with.
This guy dedicated a month to dig into the
Two
history of
hours.
the person for no reason. Yeah, like just fucking he dug back and just like I'm gonna listen to every podcast till I find something effective.
Hmm.
What? Okay, so girl,
I
so
want to
you
see
did
this
that.
guy's search history too,
I
because you
want to
know he
see.
was typing in Shane
Ooh.
Gillis and every slur. So
Mm.
like, all, all of his shit has got like, every slur behind it until he hit gold with with chink.
Yeah, he's gonna like if we. You're absolutely right. If you, we're gonna see Shane Gillis chink in his fucking, or it could be like everything. Shane Gillis nigger, Shane Gillis chink, Shane Gillis wetback, Shane Gillis fucking goat fuck. I don't
Fucking,
know, like just fucking like I don't know, just
uh,
it's so crazy that people want to for comedians. For anybody else it's just but they're everybody else as an entertainer, like everybody else's job as an entertainer is not to it's not to be taking literally. It's not to be taken literally unless someone says like, hey, I'm being serious when I say this and mark my words, and then they speak. But an entertainer, I don't take anything that they say extremely seriously. I feel like I can decipher like the context of like what's a joke and like when's a serious moment. And the people that don't have that intelligence, toddlers, to decipher what's a joke and what's not, that don't listen to it. Don't ruin it for everybody else just because like you're fucking obsessed. Whatever's happening in your life, fucking log off the internet and fucking fix whatever you got going on.
like
And that's why I like you. That's why I like your response of just like, okay, well, you came to the wrong place. I'm not gonna debate with you what's funny or not because you know what I mean. Like that's why I like your response because it's just like that's exactly what you say to those fucking people. It's just like you obviously don't have a sense of humor. I'm not gonna argue with you. Just like whatever your favorite fucking journalist or whatever is, I'm not gonna find out who they are, and I'm not gonna go through their fucking history and try to get them canceled so you can't read their work. It's stupid. It's dumb.
it's almost like I wanted to reply back. I raised two teenage girls, so try harder.
Oh my
they're
god.
Yeah, there's nothing. You're not gonna win. It's just gonna be shut up, blah, 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 blah. Just a bunch of fucking squawking. That's all it's gonna be.
I raised two teenage girls, and I can tell you're on your period. I feel like some chamomile tea, and you need to relax. Just fucking, just really go for it. Be like, hey, is that your period speaking?
Oh Christ! Oh, Beth just replied to my tweet. This is live and breaking news. You ready?
Oh, shit.
Yes. Let's see what Beth. Beth is.
I'm bad.
Yeah, we'll just say yeah. Beth is Beth. Mom, librarian, reader, writer, crafter, fangirl.
Oh.
She, her.
Oh, I
So
hate.
we know this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. So she didn't reply to me,
I hate her.
but she replied to someone else who replied to me. So off of the you guys came to the wrong place. This other guy with no face, just a avy of chairs, said, "Journalist, LOL. Yeah, your bio or your bro is racist and a lazy comic. Doesn't take a deep throat typo to unearth the bullshit y'all call comedy." Okay.
Oh my god, dude. Deep throat. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna respond.
Well, you've been
I wanna
typing, dude.
dude, I wanna respond to him and just like be really just like, dude, as a woman, this is really serious, and fucking talking about throat fucking is really offensive. Racism is a serious thing in our society, and getting throat fucked isn't gonna solve anything. Grow up. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I want to find it because I do want to put that on there. Oh my fucking god.
Jesus.
Okay, wait. So I shouldn't do that? Should I
I
not do
don't know.
that?
We'll see. Stay
Okay,
tuned.
okay. Oh wait, no, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I just got excited.
Okay, so Beth, replied to him. And if the things in quotes don't agree, if the things we don't agree with is if we should show basic respect for people of a different race, religion, orientation, etc. than us, then sure as shit they can go to hell. Damn, Beth. Holy fuck, I'm gonna go to church on Sunday. I need to find myself. She put me in my place.
I'm so sorry. Like I fucking it's just like what did that serve? You know what I
I
mean?
don't
Like I don't understand. Okay. I'm sorry. Can you send me that exact tweet so I can read it over again because I'm still like she didn't say anything. So I guess it's just
know.
like what was your energy? How many minutes did it take you to craft that perfect tweet? How long did it take? You know what I mean? Like okay, journalist LOL. Yeah, you're bro. Okay, yeah, I remember that guy. Okay. And if the thing we don't agree with is that people just, okay, I'm sorry. I just had to skim over it again and just see it. Okay, because I wanted to say this, and I wanted to make sure I heard it correctly. Show basic respect for people of different race, religion, orientation, etc. Okay, that's fine. So but here's the other side of the spectrum, and here's why fuck you, Beth. Fuck you, Ashley. Fuck you, Fedora, whoever the guy she was responding to. People, I don't know if they grew up sheltered or something like that, but it's just like people that have been through things want to, some of us want to laugh at it. Rape victims want to hear rape jokes. People that have been discriminated
Allegedly.
against. Okay, well, fucking, do I put my name in the hat? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like I fucking like if because like I've had some shit happen to me, and it's just like if Dave Attell or if anybody comes up to me, if a comic comes up to me and I can decipher what's a joke or not. I want to go to that dark place. I've seen the darkness. I've seen it. I've lived it. I've been in there. I have to laugh at it or I will kill myself. So these people trying to like just go through and just be like, oh, you said it could be racist. Maybe it hurt somebody's feelings. Good. If they're an adult, then they don't have to see anything I do. They don't have to listen to anything that I do. They don't have to subscribe to it. They just ignore me and let the market dictate whether or not I make it. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But other people that have been through things, I've had like some way like, oh, you're not really black, like that kind of thing. Like just fucking like I want to hear some jokes about that. I want to hear some jokes about some shit that I can relate to. So it's not it's so shallow and it's so shitty for these kind of people to like have this like sheltered mindset that they want to save everybody's feelings. I'm an adult. You don't save my feelings. Nobody saves my feelings. I save me. I protect myself. If I don't like it, I go away from it. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's where I don't think these people have a leg to stand on. Like they just want to tell they're tyrants. They're low level fucking tyrants that have nothing to do with, they don't have a life, or they're miserable and they just want to tell everybody else what to do, or they want to take things away from people.
They
Go
were
fucking kill
forced to
yourself.
grow up.
Yeah, fuck off.
Every one of them has been coddled their entire life.
And they
They
want to
when
strive
something
through anything.
yeah, when something comes up that's traumatic or would result in something traumatic, they've been, protected from it by whoever the fuck was around them, or
They're fucking, they covered their eyes when Mufasa died in The Lion King and shit. And it's like, so you've never seen tragedy, you dumb bitch. You know what I mean? Sheltered fucker.
you know what it is? They were just raised better people than we were.
You know what? You know what? You brought me back to reality because I did get heated a little bit. I think comedians being attacked is the stupidest thing I've literally ever heard of in my entire fucking life. But you are right. She she was probably brought up better than us because she is normal and she thinks
Had
before
two
she speaks.
parents at home.
She's respectful. Yeah, neutral family. Nothing's ever happened. I've never seen a scary movie. I've never had a ruined orgasm. Nothing like that.
She's never had one of those, um, at all. So I think what this whole podcast is coming down to, in conclusion, if you don't want to fuck your kids up and create these things, these, what was it, cancel culture? Is that what it's like
Cancel
been?
culture is social warrior.
These,
Just people that don't want to mind their fucking business. Just mind
yeah.
your business.
So if you don't want that to happen, um, go fuck around on your spouse, get caught, and have a terrible divorce, because then your kid will actually have some fucking, humor in his life.
So they'll know some darkness and they'll stop fucking criticizing people that want to fucking laugh at a goddamn Asian or a rape joke.
Exactly. So I think that I've said basically all that I want to say on this whole thing.
We expelled a whole bunch of shit. I thought we were just gonna talk about that for literally 10 minutes, but it just got to a place. It just got to a place.
Motherfuckers. Oh,
You motherfuckers. You took up all this time.
and I think that they'll find this because one of them, oh, I do want to mention this one.
Oh, do I get my phone?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Because this guy was good. This fucker did some deep searching, and it don't even show me. What the fuck? Why isn't it showing me his tweet? Did the fucker block me? I'm gonna have to go through my.
Dude, I just sorry. I'm sorry. I just scrolled up again. And I can't take her tweet seriously. Where she's like, exactly what is so funny about noodles?
Oh, okay, here.
Dude, you know what I hope? I hope that she is the perfect troll.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that, like, I wouldn't type that. I wouldn't type that and just be like, I'm not gonna repeat the joke to somebody that thinks it's funny because I want them to take me seriously. You know? So it's like, what's so funny about neuters? You're just asking for a crying face emoji, bitch. That's what's funny about neuters. What you
Yes.
talking about?
Oh, fucking Christ.
I just
Okay.
I want to put a fucking crying emoji, but I shouldn't do that. That's messy. I shouldn't. Ooh, but I want to.
Okay, so I found this one, and this is what this one really got me because quote, this is in response to my one tweet that says, true fans of comedy know what a joke is. So this Sophie, you know, she's a cat, obviously. That's what her
God.
picture shows. I noticed that not a lot of these have the actual picture of them.
You know what? I'm sorry, but Sophie, like when you said the name, I was like, oh, she's a cunt. Then you said cat, and I was like, dude, Sophie would have a picture of her cat as her profile
Yeah,
picture. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
exactly.
Me and Brenda
And
both have cats on their
yeah.
profile picture.
Okay, so Karen here tweeted, I imagine she has a Karen haircut, but she tweeted, "True fans of comedy, LOL question mark." Like, I don't know. Did you laugh out loud? Are you supposed to? What? Like, is she asking me for permission to laugh out loud? It's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, laugh out loud, LOL. Or as I like to type, ROR. Get it? Laugh out
Rape on
loud.
rape. Oh,
Then she didn't get a response. So she didn't get a response. So 40 or 30, 36 minutes later, she responded to herself. This guy knows comedy because on his bio it says, I make hilarious jokes on a podcast. I'm sure Richard Pryor never felt the need to tell people he made hilarious jokes. I'm sure Richard Pryor also made racist fucking jokes at one point. Did he not?
yeah. Okay, wait. Let me. I'm so
It's
sorry. Let me process. That was a mind fuck, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to process. Okay, so of course
well,
he made like. Okay, girl. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I'm shaking my head and I'm looking around the room because I'm just dazed and confused. I'm sorry. Okay, so can you read that again?
yes. So this guy knows comedy because on his bio it says, I make hilarious jokes on a podcast. Period. I'm sure Richard Pryor never felt the need to tell people he made hilarious joke. Now,
Okay. Now, the thing is, Richard Pryor didn't have a fucking Twitter bio, social media bio, you stupid bitch. So the reason that we have to put those things there is because people click on our faces and they're like, hey, what's this person about? Why is this person here on this platform specifically? I
mhm,
make hilarious jokes on a podcast, you stupid bitch. So that's why that's there.
well, and not
Secondly,
and not only
whenever
that,
well, I just want to say this last thing. Like, whenever Richard Pryor, since you want to bring his ass into it, one of the greatest comedians to ever fucking walk the goddamn face of this earth,
hmm
whenever he went to a party, he was telling, I guarantee, like, anyone that didn't know him, hey, what do you do? I'm a funny motherfucker. He was confident as fuck. So he didn't have a Twitter bio because it didn't exist back then. What he
hmm
did do was promote himself, and self promotion, he knew he was a funny motherfucker. So what she said, like that's why, like, why are you comparing? I mean, if she would have said like, I'm not putting Dane Cook with fucking Richard Pryor, but I'm just saying somebody that's like more recent, that's been alive, that or that's gone up through comedy. like with social media, you know what I mean? So it's just like she didn't even do, it's not a relevant comparison. She's a fucking idiot. He didn't do it because they didn't have it back then, but when he went socially, what you did back then socially was meet people face to face. He told people he was a funny motherfucker. I tell
Hmm.
fucking jokes. I tell hilarious jokes on stage, not a podcast. I tell hilarious jokes on stage. So fuck her.
Well,
Beth is
and not only that, but the whole bio thing is kind of like, um, who the fuck is really going to say and mean it that I say, oh, I tell hilarious jokes on a
shit.
podcast.
Yeah, I'm the funniest person on the world on my own podcast. Like that has to be sarcasm. Why? Why would? I think these people are really fucking dumb, dude.
It's amazing.
It's so like I kind of do want to like just for, or I would for like one day, like just to be like in their shoes and just see the world how they see it, where it's just like, dude, everything that you see or hear or read is serious. Every single thing. There's no such thing as a joke. What's a joke to you? You know what I mean? Like with Beth, with Ashley, with that fuckhead with chairs or fedora or whatever. It's like tag who you like what is funny to you? Because people like this I don't get along with in real life. So I don't stay around long enough to understand their life, which is a fault of mine. Because if there's something that I hate, I at least want to explore it and see why. So I should hang around or at least question some of these people face to face just to see like what is your life like. It has to be miserable. Like you hear something on the radio from a comedian, uh, that's rape. If you see a special you don't like, fucking that's the end of humanity. Like what? Like it's just like doomsday all day, every day in these people's lives, and it's fucking it's baffling.
I don't know. I think that they should, none of them should have any form of social media. Like,
Or just go. I mean, like I still like y'all have social media. That's fine, but just like if you don't like it, fuck off. Go fart in a closet somewhere. Quit bothering everybody. Quit trying to cancel everything. Just go. I don't know. Smell your own shit. Who cares? Just find each other, have incest babies, and literally go fuck all of yourselves.
yeah, well, their shit smells like roses.
Dude, I worked at I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I worked at this bar here, and it's the last bartending job that I had.
Hmm.
And I mean, okay, so I've worked in a few different bars, right? And this last one that I had, like, but it was all like it was in an area where it would be like, oh my god, fucking, do you have any vegan restaurants? Like it's just total, just that. It was just like everybody there that lived in that area in the restaurant that I worked at it was a bubble. And so, like, they would come there, and like the worst was on, what was it? Wednesday night was trivia night, and like whenever I went to
Oh
go check the
God.
bathrooms end of the night, dude, and I only went into the girls' restroom, like so whenever I had to go like check the girls' restroom just to make sure we had like toilet paper for the next day or whatever,
Yeah.
that bathroom with all those vegan fucking shits smelled the worst. Dude, it was really brutal. Like on a few occasions, like it was just like it was just like for so much shit that they talk, it's just like, have you never smelled your own shit, girl? Can you relax for a second? Like you've never taken a shit and then being like, oh my god, is that me? I'm 5'2". Like, what did I eat today? What am I doing? Like, can I correct my life? Can I self-reflect? But there's no self-reflection. These
They're,
stupid fucking bitches are just taking their gross shits and they're telling everybody else what to do. Yeah, don't tell me what to do. You smell like you fucking ate a dead animal tonight. Fix that.
That reminds me, like, this doesn't have to do with vegan shits, but my first job.
Well, Beth reminded me of a girl that would come to my bar. That's why I said that. I know that was out of nowhere. I just want to explain why I said it, because like Beth is.
I completely forgot about Beth already.
Yeah, Beth is the kind of person that like she as soon as she walked out the bathroom, I'm like, God damn, Beth. Shit.
I know what you left in there, Beth. You look about 10 pounds lighter. But okay, so like your whole, shitting vegan shit stories, them shitting everywhere or whatever. And I don't know if this was a vegan or not, but my first job was at Kmart when I was like 16, and I was the stockman, which is, basically you just get all the shit jobs, fill shelves, do carryouts, go get the carts. If a truck comes, you have to help unload it. And if the bathrooms are dirty or if the toilet's plugged, you get to go fuck with it. So I got called into it was always the ladies' room for some fucking reason. I don't know what is wrong with these women that went in there, but I went in one time, and in the stall, as soon as you walk in, all you saw about waist height was just shit splattered, like they bent over at the waist, kept the knee straight, and just shot it out their ass. All over the fucking toilet. Like, I mean, the flusher part, the automatic flusher was covered, the wall was splatted, and it's like, what in the fuck? Like, I almost wanted to meet who this was, because it seemed to me like quite an accomplishment to do this. Like, that was distance, And so that was one of my good stories. And then of course there was, period blood on the floor a few times, shit like that. You disgusting women.
Well, we do that. So
anyways, the point of that story is, I guess Beth would be the splatters on the wall.
We all have such an intimate story about Beth, and I'm really living for it.
Oh.
Because she inspires people. You know what they can't fucking say about Beth, and I will defend her honor to the death, is that you can't. She doesn't not inspire people. She inspired us. She inspired me to remember gross vegan shits, and then those women coming directly out of the bathroom and trying to tell you what to do. Like, you didn't just smell their shit. She inspired us to, I don't want to say grow as people, but I will say reflect. You know what? I do feel like, knowing Beth a little better, I did grow as a person. So, Beth, what is that?
Her helped us grow.
She really did. And Beth, I appreciate that from you. You're I'm not going to call it ignorance, but your hubris in thinking that you know better for everybody else, race, color, creed, all of that, inspired us to talk for like an hour and a half about dumb motherfuckers on the internet. You're inspiring as fuck, Beth, and don't let anybody tell you you're not. You inspire.
Yes, this white woman, Beth, inspired us to talk about all of the white people who are talking about how racist this is.
Really? She's a fucking
I don't know what she
is. Dude. That's a fucking martyr. I mean, that, like, she's a life coach for sure. I'm gonna hit her up for some fucking life lessons. Because I want to continue growing as a person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you shouldn't make fun of Asian people at her. Okay, well, I won't do that, Beth. And now I know that I shouldn't do that.
I'll tell you what Beth taught me as a person, as a he, him, them, me, I. She taught
I
me
identify
that,
as it. Yes.
yes, yeah, that works. And she taught me that it's not okay that when I take my two boys to the Chinese buffet, I shouldn't say, "Did you guys get your noodle bar?" and then make them laugh repeatedly just by saying noodle bar.
And then here's Ashley's dumbass. Excuse me. What's exactly funny about noodles? Everything. Did you hear yourself when you said it? Everything, Ashley. It's funny about noodles. Everything's funny about it.
Uh, oh well.
I can make a list of why it's not funny, but it's very short. It's a very short list why it's not funny. But you know how I
Well,
know, like, a person like Ashley, um, I don't know about Beth, but a person like Ashley, only because she was like, "Oh, are you 12 or white women that dumb or white men that dumb?" She's the kind of person that, like, if anybody were to say something like that to her and show her how ignorant she sounded, she wouldn't self-reflect. Instead, she would go after that person's color. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like,
Yep. They would
it's
be
just
racist for pointing out that a black woman did something racist.
there,
Black people
there's just
can't be
this
racist.
weird, like,
This is
false
that's exactly what would
insecurities.
come out of her mouth. She would say black people can't be racist.
Dude, I fucking hate people that say that shit. Cause I like my fucking I hate people that say that shit. Yeah, she is that person. You're right. Are white men really this dumb? And then if you're just like, oh, that's racist, it's like, I'm black, I can't be racist. You're an oppressor. And it's like, well, I mean, take the middle part out, I guess. Like, just like it is a fact that you're black, I guess. And but the middle part doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay, so oh my god, it's so much fun. We're talking to Ashley and Beyonce. It's so fun.
Yes, and Sophie, and there was a guy in there. I can't remember his
And that
name.
guy talking about throat fucking, which honestly
Yeah,
made me
deep
really
throating.
uncomfortable. Dude, you know what? I kind of do want to find him. Or like I do want to just like find that little thread and like I don't want to make it like a huge fucking post or anything, but I just want to put under it like just something like talking about throat fucking at a time like this isn't appropriate.
Well, and it's I
I want
hate
to
to say
capitalize on
like
a typo.
I hate to say how like autocorrect really fucks people over, but it does learn. And like I mean, either he really had no clue how to spell thought, like deep thought, or he just types deep throat a lot. And as soon as it got to, TH, oh, he forgot the R. Fix it. Throat. There you
He
go.
typed in deep thought, and then it was just like, "Oh, do you mean deep throat? You could have meant deep thought. You meant throat. You meant throat fucking. Okay." It's just like his fucking phone knew him so
Uh,
well.
well, I think that our discussion on racism has been very thoughtful today. And there was nothing, there was no comedy in it. It was all, you know, what am I trying to say? I don't even have a clue. So I'll just cut that part out.
They gonna hang me from the gallows. Yeah, they gonna hang me till I'm dead. They gonna hang me in the morning, and I'll see all you mother.